So this is part 2 of being under pressure and what to do. And this is the Italian game where both bishops go to the center for control. And both players tried to attack somehow. So now, you're still under pressure. Why? Because if you look here, the center's semi-closed. Because here you can see all on the left flank that this side's pretty much open. You just have to play the right move. But since you already moved, it's black's turn. And here, black has many choices. But let's just say they make the simplest choice in kingside castle. So now what do you have? What are your options? Well, you can still check them. That's good. But now what are you gonna do? And these are all things you have to think about in playing. And sometimes it's hard. And sometimes without thinking, you can end up making a bad move. So let's say here, you play a move like this, or hold on. You play a move like this. There we go. Thinking that, oh, it's gonna open up this file, and you can bring your rook over to g1. Well, you just lost a knight. And this happens. At beginner and intermediate levels, this will happen. The best move here is actually to bring the rook over, prepare to do that. So you brought the rook over, and now black is probably let's see here, they're probably gonna bring this over. Let's see here. And now it's your turn. So now you're gonna go here, and they can't push the pawn, so they're just gonna go over. So now, again, you're put in a position where you're stuck. So sometimes it's good when you're under pressure to just play a waiting move. This is considered a good waiting move because now, as you can see, there's only one good square for the black's knight to advance to, and that is right here to d4. This is good because now white has to be careful. It has to push this pawn next. And if you're not careful, you could just let this go and just do this. But then, guess what? Because you played this waiting move, you didn't realize that this knight is still under attack. So the best move here would probably to bring the knight away and to put pressure on black. Now black has to be careful here too. And well, you both have to be careful, because now a move like this and the knight is pretty much gone. So you play this and maybe you'll see a trade of pieces. Now, obviously they're gonna push this pawn. They're not gonna take. They're gonna push this pawn, and they're gonna take. You're gonna take them, or they might not even do that. let's see. They might do this. Play their winning move. So now, what is your choices? Well, you still got this rook. You still got both rooks. This is the probably put a battery right here, knowing that there's only one rook protecting, and since it can't really add that much protection, since their own pawn is blocking, they're probably going to push this pawn. So now you have another choice. Are you going to make the rook battery? Or you're going to try to go for something else. So here, I think the rook battery still works. I want to know why. Let's see. Well, they're going to bring this rook over. And now, if they do that, you take. Or that's another choice. See, do you take? Do you take here? Do you give up your bishop and go for 2 rooks? And yeah, because as you see, you had an extra piece. They lost all their pieces. So you can do that, and that might be a good way. You don't want to give up your rook, so this will be a good trade. So you do that, and now here, you can go for it, but you gotta be careful because it's actually defended twice by the king and the rook. So that's another choice. And see, you got all these things to think about. So what do you think is the best move here? Well, the best move is to simply bring your king closer to the battle. Reason why is because you want to bring your king, if you're white, closer to black's pawns, and you want to get as close to that rook as possible, the rook left. This way you can go ahead and attack that pawn, but they might see that, and they might just play the rook over. So what are you gonna do? Well, here you just simply, you can take, no, actually that would be bad actually, yeah. So you can push here, or better, you bring the rook over. So now your rook on g1 is lined up with the king, and your rook here is lined up with their rook. But since your king is out in the center more, it's actually doing a good job defending this f2 pawn. So what if they just decide to not take? What if they just push this pawn? Well, that can work too. Either way. Here, you just take here. Because you just gotta be careful. You gotta make good moves. So obviously they're gonna take here, and then you keep pushing. And obviously, they're probably gonna bring this over. And now, you push this pawn. You might say, why do that? I mean, because your e4 pawn here is defended by the king and the pawn, and you might say by one of the rooks here, the f2 rook. So if they try to take here and be greedy, you don't even have to take. You can just move over. So And see, they might even not even take care too, but that helps you out. So I think it's their turn. Yeah. And so because of that, I can't even take. See how good that is? So this is all stuff you have to think about. You have to make these good, decisive choices when you're under pressure, and you have to be good. You have to maintain your equilibrium when under pressure. You gotta maintain your control, your advantage, because you might go wrong, and you might just give up your rooks for no reason, or it might get checked or checkmated easily, and it's hard. And that's why we have losses, we have losses, and sometimes we have wins, because it's not always going to go our way. I mean, we're not Magnus here. Magnus Carlsen is the best. So, for me, he is, even though he's not the world chess champion anymore. So, yeah. So just be careful, and sometimes I'm starting to begin to think about it. Sometimes you just have to maybe know more theory, because even a little more theory helps a lot. So that is all for you I have for these two videos. Hope that you learned a lot, and you're taking into consideration all the possible things that could go right and all the many ways that could go wrong. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for another video.